Today is the first day of a brand new month, and I already feel great about it. The vibes are high, and I finally realized that I am in my calm girl era. This is the era that I will remain. I spent so many years of my life being angry. Anger was my primary emotion for a large chunk of my life. I feel like I had so much hurt in my heart, and over the years, it became anger. When I was growing up, so much of my life didn't make sense. The lack of understanding was first hurt because I felt like I was the last person considered in all the decisions that were actually made for me. I never understood what I did to deserve some of the things that happened to me. And as I grew up, that hurt turned into anger. I thought that once I got out on my own, I would be less angry and would find people who understood me better. And yes, I actually did. I found other people like myself and branched further and further away from the things that reminded me of my childhood. Turns out, I was later placed in situations that brought me back to this angry person I was before. It became a cycle to a point that I had to look into myself and really figure out what had made me such an angry person. Was it being diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder at 23? A disorder that took so much away from me at such a young age? One that took my ability to walk normal forever? Was it because this disorder halted my growing modeling career as it was approaching its peak? Or was it from the lies and the hurt given from a lover? The same person I wanted to spend my life with, the same person telling me one thing and telling the world something completely different? Or was it watching them love someone else in all the ways they told me they didn't know how to love me? Or was it the fact I never worked through the parts of my childhood that first created the angry person to begin with? Or could my anger be with myself? Because I couldn't love myself. I couldn't say no to things that didn't serve me. Here I am, mad at the world, when honestly, I really should just be mad at myself. Maybe I'm the reason I keep getting placed in these situations. I've learned that I expected my love from other people. I expected what I would do from other people. I would be so hurt by what people did to me because I would never do that to them. I had to first stop expecting me from other people. When people walked away from me at my lowest, that hurt turned into anger because I would have never walked away from them. I learned I had to be strong and pick myself back up. Not only was my heart broken in more ways than one, so was my body. Not to mention, it was the peak of my fitness journey, and so many opportunities were rolling in for me that arthritis snatched away. Arthritis snatched two major things from me, and I will never know how my life would have been changed from that. This led to even more anger. This made me question, why me? Why can I not finally have something go right in my life for once? I turned to alcohol for my happiness. When I drank alcohol, in that moment, I was happy, at least. Whether it was an hour, a couple hours, a day, Whenever I had alcohol in my body, I was the happiest. That became my source of happiness, at least in that moment, until the next day when I'm hungover and yesterday's problems are still there. The problems are still there, and now my body is even in more pain, and I feel worse than I did before. But what did I do? Continue. A bottle, another bottle, another bottle. The cycle was so vicious and so toxic, but I kept going. I was in such bad health, and my mental health was barely hanging on. Jasmine, you have to get your life together. Not only for you, but more importantly, your daughter. There is a little girl that needs you to be okay. There is a little girl that needs a happy mom. There is a little girl that needs a strong mom. You have to let that hurt go for her. The people who have hurt you have moved on, and they are living their life. Why are you still allowing them to take up space in your mind, in your heart? Why are you still allowing them to keep you angry? They're happy. You're the only one still angry. You need to find your peace for you, and so that your daughter can have the mother that she deserves. It's time to heal. It's time for rebirth. It's time to finally choose you. Choose a healthier, happier version of you. It's time to show your daughter how to keep fighting even when life knocks you down 1,001 times. I found my peace by healing my heart. Now that I have healed my heart, I refuse to allow it to be played with again. I cannot allow any and everyone in my space. I've simply worked too hard to become the peaceful light to myself, my daughter, and my family. I'm so protective of my peace because I've worked so hard to get here. No one ever talks about the tears, the sleepless nights, the pain in your chest that will not go away no matter what you do, and the heartbreak that it takes to get the courage to walk away from people to truly find your peace. I'm here to tell you it's not an easy task at all. That's why when I say I'm protecting my peace at all costs, it has such a deep meaning to me. I let so many people for so many years disrupt my entire being. I let people hurt me, harm me to a point I was angry. I don't want to be angry anymore. I'm not going to be angry anymore. No one is going to take me back to the angry person that I was for so long. That girl had to die to give life to this girl that I am now. I refuse to go back and to dig that girl up. If you made it this far, I really hope this inspires you to truly find your peace and to make your happiness a priority. The ones who love and support you will get it. And the ones who don't, well, you know what they say. They just don't.